there some guys that made the decision very tough over who's going to be the starter? Was there like some real close positions you had to call?
Oh, you know what? I would say this. That's a good question. A lot of guys are going to play.
Yeah.
You know, yeah, there's definitely guys that will start the game on offense, defense, and special teams. But we play so many different packages. So,
Yeah.
you know, you're going to see a guy like, for example, V.J. Wilkins. You know, V.J. Wilkins is a receiver, but you know he may not be out there on the first play, but he'll be out there.
Yeah.
You know, or on defense, you know. You got a guy like Max Tucker. He might not be out there on the first play, but he'll be out there.
Right.
So a lot of guys are going to play, and I don't really look at it like that here,
Yeah.
where there's a real delineation between ones and twos.
What were the main ways you guys grew from the start of camp until this point?
What's that?
What were the main ways you guys grew from the start of camp until this point?
Yeah, I think we've gotten better as a team relative to communication. I think we know each other better. I think we understand the schemes better. We understand how to practice better. I think our younger players are better, and they've helped us a lot. So I think that helps us in practice. I think we're able to throw the forward pass better, and so that helps us in the passing game relative to coverage, rush, obviously protection, routes, and things. I think we're punting the ball a lot better. All of this needs to show up on the games. Practice is one thing. There's nothing more important other than the game. There's nothing more important than practice, but I think there's been some good things. I think we've kicked the ball fairly well the last few practices, so place kick. So I think we're on the right track.
8 captains got announced. What did you like about, I guess, the process, but just who got selected overall?
The locker room picks it. The coaches have no say in it, and those guys all received a ton of support from their teammates. I felt like it was the best thing to do. On offense, we have 2 offensive linemen and a receiver. On defense, we have a couple linebackers and a defensive end, and then we have, Luke Mclofflin on special teams, and there's other guys that'll help him with special teams. So I think all those guys are very deserving. They're good leaders. They're all different in the way that they lead. They love BC. They understand leadership's about bringing people with you, not putting people down, and I think they know how to communicate with their teammates. So I think they were good choices.
On Luke, he's very much like Joe Marinaro in that sense. Sort of the underrated guy. How happy are you to see a guy like that become a captain?
Yeah, he's a great guy. I mean, Luke McLaughlin's, I'll tell you, he's one of my most favorite guys I've ever coached. I mean, he works every single day. He's a very hard worker. He's one of the most improved players I've seen in the year and a half that I've been here. I think he's done a great job of becoming a leader. People respect him. He shows up every day with a great attitude. He's a great student, comes from an awesome family. He's a BC guy through and through.
You lose Donovan to the pass rush, but can you find 16 sacks from the group you have to make up for that? Or?
You're never going to replace Donovan. I mean,
Right.
He's one of the best players to ever play here. I thought he should have been a first-round draft pick. He's having a great camp for the Cowboys. I think the way that you replace him is, it's different, right? It's going to be different. It's going to look different. There's going to be, 1 or 2 guys that hopefully get some sacks, but it's also the scheme and how we approach things. And, we're very multiple on defense, so there'll be different ways to try to get guys loose. But, again, I think one of the things that I always stress, and I did this morning, it's really not about sacks.
It's pressure, yeah.
Yeah, it is, and it's about rush lane integrity. Not letting these guys scramble out. Like this Fordham quarterback, whoever it is, whichever one guy it's going to be, this guy's a really good athlete. He can run. And so we've got to do a good job of having rush lane integrity when they drop back to pass, because the pressure is what's most effective and leads to interceptions. It's not really always about the sacks.
Putting the guy down.
Yeah, that's right.
And in that vein, just talk about Q.
Yeah.
He started 7 times last year. Is he kind of the guy in the defensive end?
He's had a good camp. His last, I would say, 5 to 6 practices have been really, really good. You can feel him out there in the scrimmages. You can feel the pressure that he puts on the quarterback, or you can feel him chasing plays down in the running game or setting the edge in the running game. He's a captain. He's come a long way since we've been here. This is a guy that is a great story. Just a real good example of, what Boston College can do for a guy, and I think, I'm looking for him to have a great season.
Seems like Jude Barry
Take 2 more here, guys.
Jude Barry's always talking full of energy. Just how contagious is that energy for the whole team?
I mean, him and Logan, they got a lot of votes for captain, and I think it's what you said. I mean, they bring great energy. They're different guys, but Jude is a very positive guy. He's a great person. He comes from an awesome family. His mom is awesome. Just his mom, Howland, is just one of the best people in the world. And he loves football, and he wants to be great, and he approaches it that way every day.
First game day coming up at home. Anything different, or is there anything you want to do differently this year, just logistically, or for you personally, anything
For
like
the
that?
crowd and stuff,
Just
you
in
mean?
general.
I just want people to be there early and stay throughout the game. I know I can't make anybody do that, but I think that we have a great opportunity here to support a team that's worked very hard. We got to go out there and play well. I say that all the time. We have to give them a lot to cheer for. But I told the freshman class, I talked to them last weekend, I would love for if you call yourself a super fan, here's what a super fan is. You show up early, you're a half an hour before the game, and you stay for the whole game. You get your homework done so you can set aside 4 hours on a Saturday, to be at the games. That's really what a super fan is. And we have great fans, and I love our student body, and they helped us win a bunch of games at home last year, no doubt about it. But I want 9,000 undergrads at the game. I think that would go a long way to helping us win games.